All right. Yeah, so today, yeah, it's all about pre-built content, what you have access to, how to create custom content. The idea is that you can have stuff created for really any circumstance or situation. Like a first-time home buyer with bad credit comes in from your website, you could literally tell the AI tool to create that, and it will do it for you. Say, okay, step 1, step 3, step 5, whatever. And so I'll be showing that later on, but we're going to just kind of go through my list here and show the, I guess, monthly newsletter first, which you can access in the options tab. So options, and then you should see newsletter preferences. So this is where you can kind of customize the different sections. There's always home, finances, and inspiration sections. So maybe you want finance at the top. You can actually just drag it like that. You also have a custom section where you can create custom content, and some people might use that by itself. So totally up to you. It's very customizable, and you might remove sections in any case. But yeah, you have your link here. You can share that to social media, put it in your email signature, whatever you want to do. And it looks something like this. So it'll have your logo automatically applied, or your, I guess, picture. Logo will be at the bottom, actually. Yeah, this is something you could actually share to social media or just blast it out. In our case, once a month, typically the first of the month. It's always fresh each month, so it's a good time for that to happen. But it's kind of the first piece. Any questions? I'll be watching the chat in Zoom, so yeah, feel free to ask them there. We also have the weekly market updates. So this is something you can actually grab from the content exchange. So marketing, content exchange, and I'd probably just search weekly. Should see the weekly market update here. Then you just hit add to my BNTouch is where that's going to be. But what it looks like, something like this here. Again, it's got your picture, logo, contact info. This would actually be sent in an email. So you could blast this maybe once every Friday or whatever day you pick. And it's got current rates based on the national average. The source is going to be from themortgagepoint.com. There's no way to change that, but we're also pulling content here. So it's really just kind of, I don't know, supplemental content to go out alongside all the other stuff. You might send this to your partners as well. That's another thing that we have available. Let's see, videos. So you actually have the ability to create videos and use our pre-existing ones as part of the subscription. So it'd be under marketing and then video marketing. All these have been pre-built. When you send it out, it actually sends via a thumbnail image, and then it expands to kind of a landing page like this. This one is mortgage loan process explained. So it's got really the whole kind of layout as far as what people would expect. Your logo, picture, we try and keep that consistent everywhere. So as long as you have that uploaded, it should populate. Another thing you could do is create your own. So you have in the video tool, you can record stuff on the fly with a webcam. You could also import videos. Maybe you grabbed them from YouTube or wherever else. Maybe you've made them previously. You can import those in. And then another way is actually from the BNTouch mobile app. So you should have this app downloaded if you're a BNTouch user. If not, yeah, it's just BNTouch on Google Play as well as the Apple Store. But yeah, in the video section, you could literally just record a video, send it out. Maybe it's somebody's birthday, and that's all there is to it. Try to make it pretty easy here. So there's that. That's pretty much the videos. Let's see. And then I guess another option within the campaigns. So any campaign, you go in, edit any marketing piece, and you could actually insert the video message. So this could be one of our pre-built ones. It could be a YouTube video. see. There's the BNTouch videos. Those are the pre-built ones that we've created. So you would simply just import it in, and maybe you want to use the submitted to underwriting one when they reach that milestone. Great. You just put it in there. You set that automation to say, okay, when they're submitted to underwriting, let's trigger this campaign, and they will get that video. We will help you do that. Uh, a reminder, if you click your name at the top right, training and support. One of my favorite resources is going to be the attend a training, because all these are live sessions. So let's say tomorrow we want to learn marketing basics, maybe setting up that video in the campaign. You would just jump on this meeting at this time. This is Pacific time. And it's also pre-recorded. So at any time you could kind of check it out on your own, but maybe a combination of marketing basics and marketing automation for that one. But again, that's right in your training section here. See if we got any questions. Yes, you can actually send videos via SMS as well. The way I know how to do it is on any contact, you can go in there. You can click contact on the tracker and then send video message. It's going to give you the option to send it via email, text, or both. And you just choose which video you want on that. So that's how that works. Let's see what else. Infographics. So we do have what we call the docs library. A lot of these are just pre-built here. It's also where you can bring other flyers in from other sources. Maybe you're using Canva or Brand 360. A lot of different flyer creating tools, but let's say you want to just get it in here and maybe blast it to somebody. Yeah, it's really that easy. And another thing is this is going to be accessible to maybe your whole team if you have multiple users. So just a good place to store assets, different images that you want to make available to your team. But yeah, all these are ready to go, like underwriting and processing, that kind of thing. Again, any questions, I'll be checking the chat. We also have all of the holidays, birthdays, really all the fill in the blank type content. So that we actually have newer campaigns that we've just recently created. These are good to go for, I don't know, another 10 years or so. So you might say, yep, this looks good. Let's send this out at these pre-scheduled times. And you can adjust these after the fact, but yeah, we already have it in here. But yeah, there's fresh content for every, I guess, marketing piece. So this might go out the first year, got the second one. And so yeah, it just kind of matches whatever design you'd like as far as the layout. And yeah, all these are good to go like every holiday, Veterans Day, Valentine's Day, Thanksgiving, St. Patrick's. So again, to get here, you go to marketing, content exchange, and in this case, it's under holidays here. You just choose from the list or search for one specifically. For emails being marked as spam, I would highly recommend using our email validation tool, where you could come into, it's your name here, modules, and then email validation. It's basically going to put your list through a process where we're scrubbing everything. It would be 1 cent per email scrubbed, but it's going to really increase your deliverability rate. As far as your settings, that's definitely something you want to email support with. We can definitely help you get the best options in there. That's my recommendation. Let's see here. Co-branded. So we do have some co-branded templates. We actually just recently added some new ones. So under options, predefined templates, you could actually set these as default. So you'll notice some of them have multiple people on them. That's going to be your co-branded template. And then you just specify what partner type you'd like to have on there, maybe buying agent or referral partner. Depends on kind of the stage of, I guess, the marketing going out. Maybe a fresh lead that was referred, you might have your referral partner. But yeah, you could just select that for that specific campaign. That's pretty much All there is to it there. There's some new ones here too. And you are able to adjust things after you select them. You can customize where things are, the images, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's just talking about the co-branded stuff. Let's see. So we do have this property market update. This is going to be in the portal system. So your borrowers have a portal. It's called the borrower portal. Under the mortgage info tab, you can actually go into the portal itself, click to visit. They have their property in here. And the cool thing is they can plug their information in. It's going to show them what's around them, basically values, average, um, listing, days on market, all this kind of stuff. And it's based on the property that you have on file for them. So I don't have one for this specific person, but yeah, that's just another thing that you have available to you, or at least the borrowers do, and they can kind of just get some additional insight on that. Let's see, more questions. So emails, the validation stuff, I would say support's probably going to be your best bet and kind of fine tuning that. This session's more just about what's available with the content. So yeah, support at BNTouch.com. Let's see. As far as multiple addresses. So yes, you can have multiple transactions. They would have separate portals for each of them, but they will be able to kind of log into each one and see the different properties. Under the contact info, you do have multiple property sections. So you have your mailing address, you have other, I guess, spaces for it. Let's see. And then if you wanted, you could have custom fields as well that have other property information. Uh, yeah, as far as not seeing the options, usually the admin has full control over everything. If you're not the admin, then you will not see everything there. If you're supposed to be the admin, you'll want to just email support, make sure that that is tackled. Uh, as far as customizing the fields, another thing support can help you with. I'm not going to get into it on this content call, but yeah, definitely ask them for help on that. We'll get those situated. Then any other questions before I get into the MAIA AI content generator? All right. So this is actually something I really like, and I use it quite frequently. If you're familiar with ChatGPT, it's basically that, but put into the system. I created this refi campaign in just a few minutes simply by using different prompts. We could simulate that. So what that looks like is, let's say you have a blank campaign, or even you want to make another piece within the campaign. Either way, you select email, most likely. It's going to be this robot icon. This is also something that you would need to turn on from the admin side. So if you don't see it, you will want to get that turned on from whoever admin user. But once it's on, you could prompt it with anything. You could say, hey, write an initial email to a borrower that is eligible for a refi. Most likely it's going to be too long. And then you could say, hey, make it shorter or change the verbiage a certain way. Let's say, I don't know, make it more casual. Hopefully this works. Uh, yeah, pretty good. And you could say, hey, eliminate the signature, change the subject. I mean, you could really just kind of tell it what you want it to do. But let's say we want this to be our first piece in our campaign. We just hit insert. It will get rid of this stuff. We will use this for the subject line. And then you'd want to change these tags because by default, it doesn't really know. So what you would do is highlight it, insert tag, and in this case, borrower first name is what you're looking at. And that is good to go. So what you would do is say, yep, we want this to be automated to go out day 1. That goes out immediately. Let's see if everything is good. Yep. So if we look at that campaign piece, I think it's this one. Yep, that's pretty much it. And you can add images. You can, there's actually a image generator with the AI tool. It is AI, so kind of hit or miss with what it creates, but you can maybe tell it to put a house there or something. But yeah, and then what I would also do is say, you could even copy that prompt. So we already have it here. You just say, hey, write a day 3 follow-up email. And yeah, it's really as easy as that. And as you can imagine, you could use this for literally anything, any product you want to promote, any introduction for anything specific. You could stack it. You could say, hey, first-time home buyer with bad credit that came in from my website. Let's get some content for that. That's all there is to it. So yeah, only difference is you'd say, okay, day 3 for this one. So it really is that simple. So I'm hoping you guys will use that. Um, any questions, just let me know. But let's see what else here. Okay. Yeah, so you can I've done this before. It's basically ChatGPT completely. So you can copy a transcript from a YouTube video and say, okay, summarize this, make a quick explanation of this topic, or I mean, all kinds of stuff. And so you really have all that functionality in here. And it's just a matter of kind of working with the prompts. It'll learn over time. Like maybe you don't want the signature. Let's see if it takes that out. They can use this, kind of fine tune it. But yep, that's what that's all about. And before you know it, you should have a whole campaign with multiple steps, day 1, day 3, day 5. It should look something like this, which you could then trigger to a specific group of people. But yeah, any questions on kind of how that works or capabilities, things like that? I think it's pretty straightforward. But yeah, I mean, if you get a sec, I would definitely check out the content exchange. It's really the full uh, library of stuff. There's stuff provided by BNTouch as well as other users. For the other users, a hint, this guy B, I don't know if he's in here, but he's got all kinds of stuff. So these might be a good starting point. They have multiple different steps, different types of communication. He's even gone in and customized some of the campaigns. All of these will have your branding on it, keep in mind. So that's a good thing. But yeah, sift through there, see if there's anything else aside from what we provide in the BNTouch database. And I guess, yeah, if there's anything specific, let us know. We also have the white glove service that we now offer. It's a way where maybe you're not completely set up with the system. You want to have custom campaigns created and you don't want to bother with the AI tool or whatever. For these fees, at least right now, you can have that basically turned on and have campaigns created for you, automations set up. So it's just another thing. And this is something that you'll want to schedule a meeting for. It's actually under options, and then all the way down, you'll see white glove service. So I'm going to go ahead and end it on that. But yeah, just let us know if you need help with anything. Support at bntouch.com is your friend. Uh, put it in the chat there. But no, I appreciate everybody jumping on here. Let us know if you need anything.